Hello, Jonathan here, Prince of the Interwebs, and today we are finishing off the Bake It Off parody and hopefully launching the Indiegogo campaign that's going to go with that. Um, but before I can launch the Indiegogo campaign, I have to design the book cover. Not that that's going to be very difficult because I know exactly what the cover is going to look like. Like, it's in my mind. I've decided on the concept I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with the loose leaf thing because it's about kicking off student debt. I mean, that's the whole theme behind this. That's what Bake It Off is about. So I think it makes sense for it to be kind of sort of student themed, even though that's not the meaning behind like the loose leaf in Just Eyeball It. No, that's more just versatility. That's like, hey, I have something, I'm using it. Um, cool, this works, I guess. That's what it means for Just Eyeball It, but for this, I guess it has a double meaning, which I'm cool with. Because either way, I was going to use those same graphical elements in the cookbook itself. So, well, graphical elements, more like design elements, because it's not the same graphical elements. Um, yeah, this is a long first clip. All this to say, I'm very comfortable with my style of design for Just Eyeball It and whatever, so it won't take me very long to make this cover for this book. And subsequently, it won't take me very long to make the design elements for the inside of it, and I'm looking forward to that. I do have to come up with a design for the t-shirt. That I haven't quite figured out yet. Either way, it'll look good, but I need to get that together. I was thinking of making something where it would be like parenthesis or some sort of like bracket symbol around where your belly is, and in those brackets, it'll say, I'll bake it off. I don't know. I don't know. Is this a good idea? Please let me know in the comments because I'm not sure. I want to somehow play on the weight thing, like not in a negative way, in a I'm gonna eat what I fucking want kind of way. Okay, editing's coming along nicely. I would say that 90% of the shots are beautiful, so that's cool. Once it's color corrected, oh my god, it already looks great right now, and it's not color corrected, so that's always a good sign. If your footage can stand on its own, that's usually a good sign. And if you want to add to that, awesome. I really like my hair right now. Like I really, really like my hair right now for some reason. I guess it's the like spike outwards and like fluffiness. Very Jack Barracuda. As you can see, it's raining outside. Well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily look like rain, but it does look wet. Um, and it's suddenly a lot cooler. That's why there was a thunderstorm yesterday. We didn't lose power. I just wish I hadn't been editing yesterday because I could have been like here, looking outside nicely, drinking tea, while pillars of extremely high voltage rain upon the earth, wreaking havoc. I'm sure no one was hurt. But anyway, here are my plants. This is basil. This is going to be tomato, I hope, if it manages to germinate. This is a tomato plant, and that, I think, is a tree. Probably a tree. Oh, this succulent is on its way out. Like, it's probably not going to survive, because it seems to be falling over and, like, whatever. Succulents don't really do anything. They just look pretty, but when they stop looking pretty, they do nothing. Oh my god! I had my computer, or Final Cut, clocking at 2,200% of the CPU. Now you might think, oh, that's impossible. Well, 100% means one core. Basically, what it did, my computer somehow made other things in the computer into 22 different cores. What? It's a quad-core processor, by the way. That being said, it's capable of hyper-threading, which means that it can bring that up to 8 cores, but definitely not 22. I don't know about you, but my computer is feeling 22. I found a workaround
for a clip I'm trying to do the thing to. Okay, so basically I use some sparklers and I spell out the word bake with it. It's a really cool effect. However, if you do it all without exporting it again and again, what the computer does is that it takes into account every single time that it's made an extra frame, and then it applies that effect exponentially again and again. So if you add more effects, it's not like you're just adding one more, you're adding like whatever it is, whatever the multiplication factor is. So it takes consequently that much longer. So it was to the point where it takes like a minute or two just to render the effect once. But if you put in another time, and that's long for this computer, by the way. Like usually it can render a 5 minute video in that time. Um, anyway, so the workaround is just to export it, and then it thinks it's just a regular clip. But otherwise, like it would be doing that for days. I'm doing this like 5 times. It must have taken me like an hour just to do this clip. But I'll show you it once it's done, which is soon. It's this stupid clip. Oh my goodness, Manny's here.
Oh wait, are you filming me already?
Yeah,
Okay, because I never know if you're... Hi, Putin. Sorry, I'm gonna hide the logo.
we're eating food. He wasn't sure which camera I was using.
Manny's actually the only person so far who has seen the video, or at least most of it. I'm at like 2 minutes and 30, 40 seconds or something. There's less than a minute left of it. Okay, Manny left. Now I have to finish editing this thing. Quick, 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 quick. Okay, it's 1 in the morning. This thing is... It's not a foot? No, it's not a foot. But it's exporting. It's done. It's finally done. And it's so beautiful. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I guess it's not going to be up by the time this is up. I still have to make the Indiegogo campaign and the cover of the cookbook. But there's a version I'm going to upload because I need to, but it'll be unlisted, and it's not going to be exactly the same because there's 2 endings. There's one, the normal one, sort of, and then there's one that has the ending that has to do with the Indiegogo campaign. Oddly enough, I'm always most proud of video projects. Well, not always, but usually like 50% into it, which is weird, but it's true. Why am I pulling at the roots of my hair? Oh no, the roots are starting to show. I don't think I've ever worked this long on a video before. And that's saying something, because I've made a lot of videos. Um, so, I don't know, be excited. I'm sorry it's taking so long, but it's really good. I'm wide awake, and I am wide awake, and I am wide awake. No, that's not the song. I'm gonna comment on comments now. And that's gonna be a thing. Let's comment on comments. Okay. Yep. Blink is a massive creeper. Okay. And I should be able to monetize it. It worked for the main video. It didn't work for one of them. So 2 out of 3 worked. And did you ever get your poutine? Yes, today. I just didn't get it on the day that video was made. I'm kind of bummed out about the whole content ID thing. Like if this thing, because I still haven't uploaded the one that is going to be made public, and if that gets content ID'd, I'll be pissed off so much. Because I could potentially use some of the ad revenue from the parody to, well, either like give away cookbooks or actually fund the whole campaign and do all of these things. But if it's picked up by Content ID, then there's a couple weeks where it doesn't get ad revenue. Sometimes it's just a couple days, sometimes it's months, like, but on average it's maybe a week or 2, but it'll be at peak when there's no ad revenue, and that's problematic. I wish I didn't have to think about these sort of things, and it's sort of a pain in the butt. But I mean, I do live on my own, so need to pay for food somehow. Anyway, today's video is over. We're gonna start the next one now. And hopefully I'll actually do comment and comments in the evening and get back to regular schedule of uploading. Because this is like staggered by 12 hours and I don't like it. So yeah, bye.